All right. So during this COVID crisis, one of the things that a lot of my clients and a lot of our people in my network have been asking about is how to deal with the real estate issues. And honestly, I have no idea how to do it. I'm not an expert at all, but I bought two good friends that are experts in this field. I have Brad and Tony from CBRE. You guys, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And if you guys wanted to start by introducing yourself, since I have both of you on it.
Yeah, that'd be great. So my name is Brad Serot, and I'm a vice chairman at CBRE focused on tenant representation. I lead our tech practice group and represent the majority of fast growth companies locally and nationally.
And I'm Tony Coglianese. I'm a vice president at CBRE, and I'm the junior lead of our technology practice group.
Got it. Great. So what's happening in the real estate market?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I hope everyone's healthy and safe during this crazy time in the world. And COVID really is affecting every individual, every business, and every industry. And the majority of our clients right now, Benny, have really paused their real estate decisions. And only a handful of our clients are moving forward with new leases at this time. Really, and that's really based on the fact that they had leases that were expiring, so they had to do something. But the majority of the ones that are on pause, they really want to understand the impact that COVID's going to have on their business and their employees before making any further decisions. And overall, we have a lot of predictions of what we think is going to happen in the real estate market, but it's a fluid situation. We do anticipate a lot of subleases are going to hit the market over the next several months as companies continue to rethink their space strategies. And, there are going to be a lot of short-term renewals. And, we do believe that since vacancy is going to go up, that there's going to be downward pressure on rental rates.
Okay. And what are our clients saying, and what kind of advice are you giving to them?
Yeah, so across the board, Benny, we're proactively looking at all of our clients' leases, advising them that they speak to the legal representation first and foremost. But we're reviewing clauses such as force majeure, interruption of services, et cetera, to see if these trigger any free rent for their business. And rent relief is really where we're spending the majority of our time in an effort to preserve liquidity for our clients.
Got it. On the other side of the spectrum, what are landlords saying right now?
Yeah, right now, owners are really focused and hoping that they just get paid by their tenants. They want to make sure that they get paid rent. They know that a percentage of their tenants are going to be directly impacted by COVID, but they don't know to what extent. And so all the owners that we've been speaking with, the Blackstones, the Sterling Bays, Hines, et cetera, they've all been really, really receptive to try and help and work with our clients that are already being impacted by COVID. Also, there are a lot of government programs that are out there offering to help businesses sustain during this time, and the landlords are paying attention to those programs to seeing how, if any of that money received can be applied towards rent.
Yeah, and to Brad's point, it's really important for tenants to have honest and transparent relationships with their landlords in these moments. Our team prides ourselves in getting landlords to do things for us and our clients that they otherwise just don't normally do, and that's really a product of the strong ties that we've built in good times and in bad.
Got it. So what do you think companies are learning from this?
Yeah, I think companies who invested in communication technologies are in a good position to provide mobility and agility to their employees. Unfortunately, we've seen a few companies learn a really difficult lesson by not having that infrastructure in place today to get everyone up and running efficiently. And what we learn in the months ahead will become case studies for decentralizing the workforce for years to come.
The other thing too is that a lot of our clients, they've flirted with the idea of work from home, but they never actually implemented it because they were afraid that they might exclude a group or a person. But now that we've all been forced to work from home, companies are really learning that they can make it work during these times in the near term. I don't know if it's a long-term solution, right? But I also think that they're rethinking and learning that they need to pay attention to their disaster recovery plans, their overall preparedness, with their technology, with their systems, and just overall protocols.
Okay. So this is the third week where every day I work from home. Never, ever happened in my life before. So with all the stuff that's happening, how do you think it's going to change the physical work environment?
Yeah, there's no question that COVID is going to change behavior moving forward. I mean, everyone is going to want to feel safe in their work environment. There's no question about that. It's going to help companies rethink their health and wellness programs. How often, for example, is their space going to be sanitized? Is it daily? Is it multiple times a day? Do employees get specific personal hygiene kits? And then, questions are coming up. Do we provide more space for employees so they can practice social distancing within the office? But I think that just overall companies are going to rethink, work from home as a percentage of, their space needs. And at the end of the day, I know that the leaders of all these companies are just going to look out for the best interest of their employees.
Okay. Well, obviously, everyone's life has been turned upside down over the last 3 weeks, but if you had to pick the 1 or 2, 3 things that surprised you the absolute most, what would it be?
Yeah, I think it's really how our team has kept good spirits as we've moved into this virtual world via calls and video conferences, et cetera. We're trying to keep it fun by having Zoom happy hours or workout contests, or perhaps maybe a TED Talk before a big meeting begins, to try and stay creative and keep some sanity.
I agree. I think on the other side of the spectrum, yes, we've done a great job as a company and as a team communicating and staying connected using technology. But, with this forced isolation, the biggest surprise and thing that I've really realized is, how much being out of the office and that missed connectivity and interaction with my peers, with my colleagues, with my friends and clients. It's really important. And I think that there's something to be said when you have a great work environment. I loved going to work every day. I have clients that loved having their employees come to work every day. And I think that was something that's been really surprising. Working from home is doable in the short term, but I don't know if it's a long-term fix. I think that's something that's been a little surprising. And then I just will end on sort of some advice that we're talking to our team and our peers about. Real basic stuff, but just a reminder, self-care is really important during this time, just for your own mental well-being. Trying to go for a walk, work out, getting into a routine. Benny, we talked about taking a shower and shaving every day, but I think the biggest thing is staying connected, whether it be to peers, colleagues, and friends during this time.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. And it's, I talked to Amanda from Jellyvision, Amy from Simple Mills, and Brand from Grubhub in this series, and they all said the exact same thing, just being there for your employees and making sure that mentally they're good too. So great. I have that document that you guys sent me that I sent to a bunch of my clients regarding the real estate stuff on the YouTube site. I'm actually going to put it in the I'm going to put it on the link on the summary of this, so if people want to access it, they could. And I just want to say thank you for joining this and for all the advice and things that you've given me, as well as some of the clients that you guys work with.
Thanks, Benny.
Yeah, thanks, Benny. I appreciate it. Stay well.
Really appreciate it. Take care.